and you know that he could be the reason why you're out.
Maybe.
Can you speak to that?
Maybe. I think so. Maybe. I can't prove it.
Okay.
But in my heart, that's what I feel would happen. I don't deserve that from him.
Yeah.
Especially, him being the creator of this radio station. He gave a lot of us, the opportunities to do what we got to do, especially in hip hop in New York.
There's a rumor that Flex had a tantrum, possibly, and that he could be the reason why you're out.
Maybe.
Can you speak to that?
Maybe. I think so. Maybe. I can't prove it.
Okay.
But in my heart, that's what I feel would happen. I don't deserve that from him.
Yeah.
Especially, him being the creator of this radio station. He gave a lot of us, the opportunities to do what we got to do, especially in hip hop in New York.
There's a rumor.
Now, yeah, I know. Talk about it, right? Now, to see Funk Flex in that position and see DJ Enuff in that position is crazy. Flex is going to use this opportunity to boost himself up on the radio as fans is now on his head. As he was like laughing, talking about Monday, he got a story to tell. This is a reoccurring thing with Flex. He did this to Clue. He stepped on Drama King. Gonna pull him up there like, I'm gonna get you a show. Stepped on his neck. Every DJ that he supposedly helped, this is the results. See, the truth of the matter is, nobody's listening to Flex no more. Nobody is flexing for Flex. Nobody cares. New York has changed. The media has changed. Nobody care about no Master Flex. New York is not screaming Flex is gone. Flex is a prehistoric thing. His time was in the 90s. In the 2000 era, I say his era was over when Dipset run was over. That was it. That was his last go. After that, Flex ain't been worth the damn. DJ Enuff is still been the guy in New York, especially for Hot 97. He don't do nothing no more. Who you mad at? Me or yourself? So when they was finna kick him out after 30 years because they can't afford to keep paying both of them, you supposed to let Flex go, not DJ Enuff, who the people still request to want to see. They hit the lines up. Nobody said nothing about this man being the reason or the problem. And I think it was clear. They was ready to move on from Flex because Flex is making the lion's share of the money. But he over here depressed. I've been a staple for y'all. I've been a good dude. Why am I gone? They don't care about your crying, your whining. And everybody know Fat Master Stank was responsible. He did the same thing to Clue. Then he tried to battle Red Alert and got put in his place. It's like, dude, you're not even a strong DJ like that. This has been going on for years about Flex. So I don't know why anybody's surprised. Right, Red Alert them was teaching you. Big Cap. Remember Big Cap? You wouldn't give Big Cap a dime. You wouldn't help Big Cap out, and that man saved you. Seriously. Big Cap. He wouldn't even let Big Cap do what he needed to do. Let that sink in. And while that's sinking in, right? Oh my goodness. Oh, DJ Enuff is already then let it be known. He gave it to the world.
I'm sure you wanted to. You did cry. Okay, yes, that's emotional. Yeah, 27 years. Oh my God, so
They're telling their stories, and I can't. It's hard to hold in.
So I want to know this. What happened? I know it's a loaded question, but wherever you want to start, what happened? Because we see you're not on the air. We see Camilo got kind of demoted, sort of.
I don't know what's happening with that.
Okay.
All I know is I'm off the air. It's time for a new chapter. I don't think Flex is going anywhere. Flex is staying. He's just going to a new show.
Okay.
It's just
That's stupid, guys.
I've been there for a long time, and I just think maybe the direction they want to go is not a good fitting for me.
So there's a rumor that Flex had a tantrum, possibly, and that he could be the reason why you're out.
Maybe,
Absolutely.
I think so. Maybe I can't prove it.
Okay.
But in my heart, that's what I feel happened.
And see where I'm from,
Have
you
you
don't
had
do
a
that.
conversation with him? Have you seen him?
No.
Has he texted you saying anything?
No.
And see where I'm from, you don't do
communication
that.
at all.
No.
Do you feel slighted a little bit? I know you
Yeah, I
might.
do.
Yeah.
Because I don't deserve that from him.
Yeah.
Especially, him being a creator of this radio station. He gave a lot of us, the opportunity to do what we got to do, especially in hip hop in New York.
Yeah.
So it wasn't supposed to come from him. Anybody else, maybe, but not from him.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be my peer, my boy. We built this building and this legacy together.
Were you guys cool?
Yeah, of course we were.
So there's no rift.
It was
Man, that's crazy, man.
Right.
So I don't understand where it came from. That's the unclarity that I don't understand. My rating.
And for Flex, you was a cold hoe if this is some real deal spit.
See, you know what the problem is? And I'll tell you what the problem is. The problem is simple. This New York fault. Y'all supposed to been blacklisted him and Ben got him up out of there. Y'all didn't. Y'all supposed to been got Flex out of there. Y'all refusal to step away from Flex has put y'all in this position that you in now. Seriously. How many times did this guy got to keep crossing people? Stabbing people in the back? Y'all know what happened. See what I mean? People know what happened, and they still don't care. There's 700 to 800 different people out there with all of this noise going on. None of them care. They didn't have standards. Somebody's supposed to bust Flex in the mouth behind this. Flex was the one out. He started running his mouth, throwing tantrums about all the stuff he knew, what he was going to do. So they said, look, we got to find a way to keep Flex. He's the staple of New York. We can't have Flex going off on the radio, going off on the internet, talking about go to another station. But we can't afford to pay the both of y'all. Well, you could just fire Enuff. I could go and do his time slot. You wouldn't know him if it wasn't for me. So, I'm going to fire him. Which isn't true, because he was on Kiss FM. He was on the beat back in the day. So after doing that, that went to a whole nother level. That's New York fault. Y'all keep listening to Flex, tuning in. But some of them starting to wake up. And they just be having stuff to do, but some of them they just naturally turn on Hot 97. For what reason, I have no idea. It's just like people that listen to the Breakfast Club. They just been built to, it's a form of habit. They get ready to go to work, they'll turn on the Breakfast Club or whatever and listen to them at Power 105, go get dressed for work, listen to it in the car or the radio while they're getting on the train. And then they built up a sense of habit. If the show sucked, it don't even matter if it sucked. They just built up this habit of, this is what we do. Well, when people get to a certain extent, you want to make sure that they're doing the right thing. And right now, that doesn't seem like the case. What you're seeing is people's inability to do the right thing. Oh, Funk Flex is a chump. And he's a petty bastard. Yeah. shoot, I would punch him in the face, but he would sue. Enough or get another job. His crew, they will probably find work, but they probably never would work together again. See, it's more than just him. It's his whole team, his whole crew. You know, they've been let go. So now all their salaries, all that's going to be paid out. And he's been there for 27 years. So it's a whole difference when it comes to this, you know? When Flex was hot back in the day, right? And he was losing the streets appeal because Clue was destroying him. Yeah, Fat Master Stanks or Punk Master Flex. He didn't backdoor so many people, man. I don't even know how he even good in New York. He can't go nowhere else. You'll never see Flex DJing on tour unless he go to some island like DJ Funk Master Flex live from the Bahamas. He ain't never going nowhere in the United States because he's scared. All that crap he said about Tupac, everything he's saying, he don't never go nowhere and DJ. Nobody asking for him in London. Nobody asking for him nowhere. He can't tour and DJ nowhere. So he knows after this job, he's done. Only place he good is New York. He can't go nowhere because he's scared. Punk Master Flex. Man, Tupac would have knocked his ass out. Now, according to him, why did your wife leave you, dog? He never gets into that, right? She know what she saw when she called you and Mr. C. You know the man that you said y'all used to just late at night, just take long drives in the car and just talk. You and Mr. C. Now it all makes sense, don't it? Why your wife abruptly got up and took the kids and left the house. Abruptly. You was putting your hands on her. Putting your hands on other women. Never putting your hands on a man. All make a lot of sense now, don't it, Flex? That was out his own mouth. Me and Mr. C would ride around for hours just talking. Just talking, huh? Sure you were just talking. Yeah, y'all was just talking, all right. We know what happened with that just talking. Me and Mr. C was just talking. I got a little cold, so I can't really do the voice today. Who you mad at? Me or yourself? So, This dude was out there with Mr. C. And he was doing all the catching. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's out of Flex's own mouth. Said him and Mr. C used to ride around for hours late at night, just driving around in circles, just talking. Maybe he was talking while you was catching. Come on, Fat Master Stay. Oh, tell him why you ain't the punk master no more. Huh? What happened, Fat Master? Tell him about it. Fat Master. Fat Master Stay. What happened to you? I don't know who that guy think I am. Now, let's go into it. Let's get into why Fat Master Stank is exactly what he is. Now, see, Fat Master did something people don't usually do. Okay? Fat Master thought he a star. He's important. Everybody likes a good old Fat Master. So Fat Master decided, I'm gonna go into these businesses. Everybody loves Fat Master, right? Fat Master got the car company, right? He gonna fix your car up. I got a crew that's gonna fix your cars and everything. Good old Fat Master. Fat Master got his own productions. He putting out Fat Master Productions here. He got all these investments. He's trying to invest in all this stuff he got going on called Fat Master Stank Promotions. All this endorsement, paying for the sponsorship. He got a contract with Lugs. I'm like, Lugs had two people, you and Eric Sermon. They believed in Fat Master bullshit and they went along with Fat Master Stank. Then something happened, didn't it, Fat Master? You owed a whole lot of money. You didn't pay all the creditors. You owed all these people. You was in super debt. And you owed all this money to everybody. Tell them what happened next, Fat Master. Tell the world what happened, Fat Master Stank. The people need to know the truth. Fat Master Stank, instead of paying all these people he owed all this money to, all these people who did all this work for Fat Master Stank, Fat Master went, left everybody, fired everybody. They tried to sue him and get money. So Fat Master Stank filed for bankruptcy under that old name, rebranded himself as Punk Flex, and now here he is. He stuck that vacuum cleaner up his ass. They sucked out all that fat. And now he's still fat, talking about, ha ha, look at me. He wasn't taking the Ozempic route. People like, dude, why don't you just take Ozempic? I could have done that. Yeah, dude, you ain't have to have them cut your stomach all up and remove all that blubber. Then he videotaped it and put that out. Like, people want to see Fat Master Stank. I don't mind seeing you get cut up. I don't want to see nobody sticking a vacuum cleaner up in you. Like, who said they wanted to see that? That's why he can no longer say he's Fat Master Stank. That's why he doesn't use that name no more. He can't use the name Fat Master Stank. So now he's Punk Flex. Now I'm Punk Flex. I'm a whole new guy. No, you a whole new lie. Same story, new lie. Of course he had DJ Enuff fired. That's what he does. He went in there saying, why don't y'all fire him if you gonna fire somebody? I'll take a pay cut and I'll do that show. They had no plans on firing him. Had to walk in there and say, we're going in a new direction. Now, why would they be going into a new direction for a guy who was beating everybody in his time slot when it come to hip hop? Why? We're beating everybody. We the one breaking all the new records. And we supposed to hold on to Flex because he did something back in 97, 98, 96. Flex ain't been relevant in years. He can't DJ. He's never been a strong DJ. Every DJ in New York could tell you, like, Flex ain't really like that. He's just a relic. Like, but, like, come on. He ain't really, he couldn't hold a match to Kid Capri. Kid Capri was, let's go turntable to turntable. I destroy you. You don't know nothing about this. Your transitions is weak. Everything, man. Dog, like, Flex is basic as hell. He was just trying to mimic Red Alert. That's why Red still be over there with him. Because Red was like, look, man, like I taught you. I taught you what to do, but you sloppy as hell. No, he's a punk. Because I believe he was sucking off Mr. C in those cars. It was just they didn't catch him when he got caught. When they caught him caught Mr. C with the tranny, that was one of the nights he couldn't get Flex to come out. Yes, I believe Flex's wife, she saw what happened. Flex's wife called him, he confessed, she packed her stuff up and left. In the middle of the night. She didn't wait till the morning. She left immediately. When your wife pack her bags up and walk out the door immediately and humiliate you like this, what are we saying? Mm-hmm. You can tell when a guy only fights women, but when a man call him out, he cowers and want to call cops. It's a coward. He don't think he get cool points because he smacked up the female DJ at Power 105 and gonna throw some money in her face. Coward. He gonna send some people to go fight Charlemagne. Like, why don't you go fight Charlemagne? Like, let me get a drop. You had all those people at Hot 97. You drove them out. They went to the competition and they beat you in the rating in less than a year. And now they've been beating y'all every year, forever. Now, Ebro, they have the better show. Ebro in the Morning has a way better show than the Breakfast Club. But there's something called the ignorance factor. And there's a lot of ignorance to factor in when you're talking about that show. Nah, I think the damage has been done. Because when you start thinking about all the DJs in New York, guys that's respected now, even the younger DJs, nobody thinks about Flex at all. He hasn't been that guy. He's been pretending that he's been that guy. He's been pretending he's the face of this. He's been pretending he's the face of that. And as long as he keeps pretending and people keep allowing him to get away with this, he's going to keep doing it. He will continue to do this and run this into the ground. Now you're going to be stuck with him at 7 p.m. on Hot 97. Now will New York step up and say, no, we're not listening to this new Flex. I don't care what remix you give us, we're not listening to it. You shouldn't have fired Enuff. We want Enuff back. We don't get him back. We ain't, whatever this Flex thing is, we ain't dealing with it. Now when New York step up and act like New York, or they gonna just continuously do the same damn loop all over again and complain about it, but keep supporting out of a sense of habit. Now it's on New York. I'm talking about the people that listen to the show, that listen to Enuff. Big Cap was the first guy to teach Flex how to DJ. Red Alert, Cap, Flex. Flex is over there looking like a damn grimace, sitting over there. How you do that? They showed him like Flex should be DJing at like a barbecue or something. He ain't no nightclub. If you ever see Funk Flex finna DJ in California, let me know. Please let me know. Flex gonna DJ in Chicago, let me know. Please let me know. It's never gonna happen. That boy gonna be on a cruise ship. On the cruise is Funk Master Flex. He's never going to DJ nowhere else in the United States. You know why? Because he will get his ass beat if he go anywhere else. They'll knock his ass right off the ones and twos. He'd be, here he goes. Oh, they got it. They will knock his ass out. And he think all that talking and bullshit he doing over there gonna really get his ass out of a situation. You have no credit, no worth anywhere else. You was the main one perpetuating a East-West Coast beat. Let's get real. You was the one on the radio doing those West Coast skits. Yay, dog. What's up, dog? Pac heard it. He heard you clowning on the radio, clowning the West Coast. All these DJs that was pretending to be cool. And it was Flex and his crew. And that's when Pac was like, wow, man. So when he went back and told him, like, man, they be dissing y'all on the radio. Y'all go up there and be showing love, and y'all come here and the DJs here show them love. When they leave, we don't be dissing them. Soon as we leave, they be on the radio dissing y'all. So he was the one really pushing that narrative before it was even a narrative. It was always Flex. I doubt if Flex ever been to Cali. Angie Martinez went over there and he was scared. Angie, why are you going over there? You going over there to the West Coast with Suge Knight? Suge Knight and them over there. I ain't going over there. Suge Knight would have called him and sat on his damn chest. I'm gonna sit on your chest and play with your titties. I'm fat boy. Slap. Now I heard you say some crazy things about the West Coast, right? But you ain't never been to the West Coast, right? Well, yeah, well then we want to show you what West Coast life is like. Cause you said a whole lot of things that wasn't true. Now, you see over there, that's the family having a barbecue, right? Now, do they like their gangbang? Huh? See, they ain't saying what's up, dog, and all that. Yeah, see that? They having a good old barbecue. See my guys over here, though, across the street? Yeah, he a gangbanger. He a gangbanger. He a gangbanger. Now, all that stuff you saying on radio about what's up, dog, and all that, yeah, they talk like that. Yeah, so you was right about them. But they want to introduce you to the rest of what West Coast gangbanging life is like. So when you get back on the radio, you can be authentic. All right, guys, y'all take them. I'm going to go ahead and go to lunch. I'll be back to pick you up. He gonna be, no, I get it. We good. Y'all, you good now? You good now? Now, Suge in jail and been in jail, and he's still scared to go to LA. That boy still, he won't go nowhere near California. He be like, ain't nobody in Anaheim. You safe to go to Anaheim. No. He ain't taking no risk. I ain't going to Anaheim. That's it, California at the end. That boy ain't going to Montana. He ain't going to Wyoming. Now, I think he went to Wyoming, though. Maybe. I remember when they had that war that was going on. And Funkmaster Flex was just a punk DJ at the time. Kind of like what he is now. But as a punk that he is, when they had to Jack the Rapper, he had to fall back and was like hanging out with the Brooklyn Zoo. He was with Old Dirty Bastard people, with Buddha Monk and all those big 6 foot tall, shroomed out dudes. He was hanging with them because he was scared to death. No Dirty, man. He was man dirt. It's getting crazy in here. He was, man, I bust a nigga upside his motherfucking head. They touched me, boy. When you see Old Dirty Bastard get into a move like this, I'm getting ready to bust your shit. So once he started that, Dirty was gone and off whatever drugs he was on. He was under no protection because all them dudes was gone off weed, PCP, every goddamn thing you can name of. They wasn't in no position to fight. They was there to devour people. Fat Master Stank knew he was in trouble. Yeah, he had his album coming out, and he paid Dirty some money to be on the album. Then he had to find Dirty to actually do the damn record. He made a mistake and paid Dirty. He paid RZA in advance Then he had to pay Dirty in his hand. Dirty like, well, I ain't getting no money for this. He was like, yeah, I paid RZA for your rights. Nigga, do I look like the motherfucking RZA? It's the ODB. If you want me to do your song for you, you gonna have to take care of the ODB. He's like, but I already paid for you. You ain't paid me nothing. You paid RZA. Do I look like the RZA? I mean, he my cousin, but we ain't nothing alike. Fuck RZA. You pay me. Had his hand out. So Fat Master Stank had to pay ODB on the spot, or he wasn't doing that music video or nothing for that record. That was the last time Fat Master Stank did any business with the ODB and boot him up in Brooklyn Zoo. They were insane. Yeah, he had to pay Dirty right there in his hand. Just give him some money out of his pocket, dog. And that's how he got Dirty to do it. It's crazy work. That's facts. Dirty did some amazing things that you couldn't even do in hip hop at that time. And he was just getting more and more popular. That's crazy. You ain't never seen nobody do what Dirty do and just get more popularity while doing it. So we'll see what live Flex cook up for tomorrow. He gonna have some attention on the show because now he got something to talk about. But his time is done. Man, everybody know Enuff is the person that's supposed to be doing the show. Come on. What are we doing? It's not even making sense to even play that role. No, they didn't care. A lot of them don't care, B. That's one thing you gotta know. The majority of these people don't care. The other half that pretend like they care, don't care neither. I think the song was called Nothing But Flavor, if I'm not mistaken. With Fat Master Stank. Dog, a whole Dirty hung out in Philly a lot. That's why he was on the run from the cops. He was on the run from the cops. And while on the run from the cops, he was on the run for so long. Normally when people from New York is on the run from the cops, they get caught in like 5 minutes. You go, damn, how did they get caught so fast? You know why? Very simple. They stay in New York. They on a 3-block radius. Ain't too many places they can go. They'll go somewhere for a weekend, come back and get busted. Dirty was in Philly. He was just kicking it in a house in Philly with some of them Buddha Monk dudes. And then he was even doing shows. Then they was like, "Old Dirty Bastard performing there. There's a warrant for him." The cops showed up. He even said, "Yo, I got to go because your boy got warrants and the police is coming." But he popped up and got on stage so he can get paid and get his money. Now, when the reason that he was able to do this is because when they say Wu-Tang, they could put Wu-Tang on the banner. It don't necessarily mean Old Dirty gonna be there. It could be anybody from the Wu-Tang when that logo go up. They ain't put Old Dirty Bastard on the fly. So the Wu-Tang was there, and next thing you know, boom, here comes everybody on stage. And it was like everybody there. They got this performance, I think, on tape. Then by the time the cops found out, tried to rush the place, he was already gone. Dirty had snuck out the place and they couldn't get him. Dirty was on the run for so long and would not turn himself in. They only got him because he went to McDonald's late at night. They would have never got Dirty. He was hungry. What popped up at McDonald's and somebody saw him. And back then, like I said, wasn't no social media, so yeah, but that's dirty, man, how they did Enuff. Let me see. It's got to be on. And there's Dirty. Dirty showed up. Don't be stuck up and up. I remember this. Like I said, I remember the whole goddamn thing. So I know what took place there. Now you go about 30 some years later. Yeah. That's back when Flex was somebody. Like he was upcoming, guys was with him, you know. He had all the new sound, Buckshot, Biggie. They all would show support to Flex. Well, no. You always want to make sure you're doing the right thing. So hey. The greatest television interview ever.
Porch, and she says, "Help me get out. I've been in here a long time." So, I figured it's a domestic violence dispute. So I open the door. We can't get in that way because how the door is, it's so much that a body can't fit through, only your hand. So we could kick the bottom. And she comes out with a little girl, and she says, "Call 911. My name is Amanda Beard."
And did you know who that was when she said that?
When she told me, it didn't register until I got to call 911. And I'm like, I'm calling the 911 for Amanda Beard. I thought this girl was dead. You know what I mean? And she got on the phone and she said, "Yeah, this is me." And the detective, Cook, right here, Detective Gregory Cook says, "Charles, do you know who you rescued?" I said,
Now, when did you see him?
about 5. So about 5 minutes after the police got here, see, the girl Amanda told the police, "I ain't just the only one. It's some more girls up in that house." So they went up there, 30, 40 deep, and when they came out, it was just astonishing, because I thought they would come up with nothing. I figured, whoever she was, and like I said, my neighbor, you got some big testicles to pull this off, bro. Because we see this dude every day. Every day.
How long have you lived here?
I've been here a year.
Okay.
You should come around. Barbecue with this dude. We eat ribs and whatnot, and listen to salsa music. You should come around.
And you had no indication that there was anything.
Hey, bro, not a clue that girl was in that house, or anybody else was in there against their will. Because how he is he just comes out to his backyard, plays with the dogs, take her with his cars and motorcycles, goes back in the house. So he's somebody you look away because he's not doing nothing but the average stuff. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing exciting about him. Well, until today, that's what's your reaction on I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms. Something is wrong here. Dead giveaway.
Charles, Charles, thank you very much.
Dead giveaway.
Thank you very much for your time.
Either she homeless or she got a problem. That's the only reason why she run to a black man.
Charles, thank you for being there, man. Charles Ramsey.
Dead giveaway. That's a dead giveaway. That's a dead giveaway. Oh my God. When Mike Epps did that over again, that was hilarious. 'Cause that was funny by itself. We ate ribs and salsa together. Oh man, of course that's a classic. You don't eat ribs and salsa with somebody and expect all that. He said, I forgot to hit the like button, my bad. We had ribs and salsa. You don't do that with somebody. Uh-huh. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I'll holler at y'all in a minute.